What is on? Let's try that again. What is going on, guys, and welcome to Bangers and Munch, the LPL weekly preview show. We're heading into week number 7 of the LPL already. I feel like I say this every week, but I can't believe how fast the LPL is blasting through the season. Let's take a look at the standings, because it's shaken up a little bit since the last time we spoke. Obviously, it's been a little while since we did... Actually, no, it's not. It's been a week since the last episode. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's look at the standings. EDG finally have their first loss of the season. It was IG that managed to take the win away from them. IG suddenly looking amazing. They're in 9th place right now. And then immediately, IG went on to lose to Suning, who are in 12th place. So, I don't know. Welcome to the LPL, I guess. It's just another day in the office when it comes to teams like IG. Top Esports also slowly but surely climbing up the standings. They are looking way, way, way better. And honestly, it sounds ridiculous. I'm kind of touting them as a favorite in the LPL right now. It sounds insane, but I don't know. I just can't bet against Top Esports. They have me brainwashed completely. RNG also looking amazing. I would say RNG is probably the second best team in the league right now. I actually have EDG maybe third. I think EDG... I mean, I don't want to turn this into a power rankings video, but I can go into that another time. We go into that on the last hit, so go check out the last hit podcast. It will be up Monday, Tuesday. What day is it? It is Monday already. I guess it'll be up on like Wednesday or something. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, when it comes out, I will tweet it. Follow me on Twitter or something. Anyway, yeah. This has been a bit of a rambly start to the video, but yes, EDG, RNG, Top Esports, I think are my top 3 in the league right now. Interesting things in the standings are Suning, maybe could be on a win streak. Rare Atom and JDG, Rare Atom. Oh, it was JDG. JDG lost today. That's why I'm confused. JDG were on a win streak. They've lost that now today. I believe they lost to FPX. And Rare Atom currently on a 5-win streak, but still looking shaky in each of the wins. So I'm still not really convinced by Rare Atom, unfortunately. FPX changing junglers. Looking a bit weaker, but beating JDG today, I still think this is going to be a top 4 team. I still think this is a team that you've got to look towards. And WE as well. We've not really seen enough of them since the break where I feel like I can comment on exactly how powerful they are. But I do think that this is going to end up being a team that finishes towards the top of the table. I do think that there's enough there. I just don't think that they're a team that's going to win a championship. So let's look at the series we've got coming up this week. There's a few bangers this week, but there are 3 that I'm most specifically looking towards. We have essentially 2 match of the weeks in my mind, and then a third series that should be good. So on Thursday, RNG versus LNG is the first series I'm going to shout out. RNG, I think, looking like arguably the best team in the league. There's definitely a conversation to be made for that. I think them and EDG are obviously the clear favorites for that as being at the top of the table. I think Top Esports is the other team that very much comes into that conversation. And I think that there's an argument to be made for FPX. Certainly FPX with Bo. FPX without Bo, I think there's too many question marks right now. We need to see more footage. But LNG is a team that was really, really hyped coming into the year. Obviously, Tarzan in the jungle role. There's a lot going for LNG. Iwandi down in the bottom side alongside Light. They look amazing in the 2v2. I mean, there's a lot of good 2v2s, honestly, in the bot side this year. But I definitely think on a good day, these guys are one of the best in the league. The only problem is they're a little inconsistent. They're up against Ming and Gala in this matchup, so I actually think that bottom lane will be really exciting, despite the fact that RNG usually focus on the top side of the map. Like, generally speaking, it's been crying and way, playing up through towards Xiaohu, playing through the top side, playing through Heralds, etc., etc. But I actually think that Light and Iwandi might be able to kind of destroy Gala and Ming in the 2v2. Like Gala and Ming, the reason that these guys are good is not necessarily the 2v2 in lane, right? So they generally will play weak side. The question is, can LNG abuse that weak side? What does Tarzan do? Where is he going to go? Is he going to try and defend against the top side plays from RNG, or is he going to try and look towards the bottom side of the map? I guess we'll find out. So that definitely going to be an interesting matchup. I do think RNG will probably win 2-0, but I think that they should be relatively close games. The next series I want to talk about is on Saturday. This one is the most obvious one possible. It's the match of the week, of course. It's going to be 11 GMT on Saturday. It's RNG against EDG, the top 2 teams in the league in the standings right now. EDG only just got their first loss of the season. I mean, where do you even begin with this one? There is so much to talk about. I would highly recommend tuning in, and I would recommend tuning in before the game starts, so you get to see the A block, we call it, basically the pre-roll before the game, because they'll explain the place. I believe it's Hysterics and Lyric casting that series. They'll explain how these two teams play and what you should expect looking in on this series. The big matchup there is Flandre against Xiaohu, in my opinion. Flandre looks amazing this year. Xiaohu has been surprisingly really good as a top laner this year. He has been one of the better top laners in the league, which is saying a lot because we have some big top laners in the LPL. But across the board, this series is actually insane. Again, another AD carry matchup here where we've got Gala on one side, who very much towards the late game, these team fights, he's an exceptional AD carry. Very much great on the Kai'Sa, the Aphelios, the Xayah as well. But over on EDG, you got Viper. Viper very much in the conversation for best in the league. He came in from week one, has been dominating on the bottom side of the map. His Kai'Sa, I think, is straight up the best in the league. But I don't know. I keep on saying best in the league. I should just move away from that topic because it's so hard to call because there are so many great players. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know what else to add to this one. If you don't know anything about the LPL, watch this series and you will see the two best current teams going head to head. If that doesn't sell you, you're probably not interested in the LPL. This very much could be a finals preview match. And then finally, we get a series that's kind of like a shout out to 2020 because it's two teams that are not doing that hot in the standings right now, but I don't care. It's going to be a banger. It's IG against Top Esports. You already know this is going to 3 games. You already know that this is personal. Jackie Love won the World Championship on IG. Now he's over on Top Esports. Last time I cast these two teams going head to head, Jackie Love got a quadra kill on his old team. It was actually unreal. This will be hilarious. Even if it's a 2-0, it will be a hilarious 2-0 because you know that these two teams, every player knows each other. It's personal. And there's just something about these two teams that when they get on the rift together, it's no longer about playing correct League of Legends and trying to win in a clean way. It's about trying to destroy your opponent. And you end up with these super scrappy fights where it's like, oh, we're losing a trade in the bottom lane. Teleport everyone down. We can't afford to lose a trade here. Like, it gets really scrappy. And you'll end up with 5v5s at like the 4-minute mark. Like, 100% IG versus Top Esports in terms of the standings is not the match of the week, but in terms of the games that we're going to get, 100% last game of the day on Sunday, that is my match of the week. With that said, those are my 3 matches to watch. If you've got any questions, if you want me to talk about a team, if you want me to go into any more detail, let's have a conversation in the comments. Write the teams that you want me to talk about. Tell me your opinions of the teams as well. Tell me why I'm wrong about why Top Esports might suddenly be the best team in the league again. I know I probably sound pretty brainwashed there. Definitely go watch that episode of The Last Hit. With that said, that's week 7 previewed. Please do tune in, especially on Saturday and Sunday. Those games are going to be insane. And if I'm not casting, I'll see you guys in Twitch chat.